Alrighty, people. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to show something that I think is pretty cool that I'm trying to figure out how I can implement it into my business. Uh, it's a game called Second Life, and it's I can't say everybody knows about it because a lot of people don't know about it, and there's a lot of people who know about it but they don't understand it. And that's just the way that's the way the internet was when it first came out. But it's basically a virtual world where you can create anything. I mean, it's basically like the game The Sims, except you have control over everything. You have control over everything. You can build anything. You can do anything with it. And there's actually a lot of businesses who implement this into their business. Microsoft has, I think they have a sim. Nortel Security has a facility, I believe. I think it's in Dublin, SL, but which you probably don't know what that is. And yeah, I mean, there's a church that I go to that has. Don't mind me, just trying. That's how you fix my monitor. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyway, that's why I should have never disconnected my 42-inch TV or my 47-inch TV from this. It just was way too big. Usually I don't say something like that, way too big. It was like the size of my desk. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my monitor. It's been doing that for a while. But yeah, I mean, you can basically build anything in it, and I've been trying to figure out ways to implement it into my freight logistics business because I do international freight, and I'm afraid to advertise it online. I don't have my website up yet. I'm still working on it. But I'm afraid to advertise it because a lot of people will think it as, well, what the hell is this? It's a toy. It's not. And that's what an outsider will see it as. They'll see it as a toy, and it's not really a toy. I mean, it all depends on the person, I guess. I mean, it can be used as a toy, but it could also be used as something that you could effectively communicate and show people. I mean, you can do presentations on here. I don't have anything up right now, but there's like a board you can get. I might be able to. I might have it. No, I don't have anything. But yeah, I mean, there's actually a consulting firm that I know of in Coppell, Texas, that he uses Second Life to. I know his whole business is surrounded by, or its purpose is to find people in the outside world and bringing them into Second Life to show them how effective this can be as far as getting as far as communicating with your business and just the logistics of it. Say you have people in like 4 corners of the world, and you need to show them something. Well, this would be a perfect way to do because you just bring them in here, and you could this desk right here, you could set them in this desk. They could come over here and they could sit down, and you could basically you can type. It's not anything on there, and there's a way you can, if you have a microphone, you can like set a microphone up and talk into it, and your little avatar here will talk. And like I said, there's a presentation board you can get that everybody will see. I mean, there's different programs out there that you can do communications through like chat, and it'll show it on your screen. But this is different than that. I think it's better than that. And this you can build anything on here. This happens to be a music club that a friend of mine owns. This is actually an office I just created in it, and you have your avatar here where you can buy clothes and you can build clothes. But my avatar's a little old. No, I do that. I do that just to just to be funny. But yeah, I mean, I think it's an effective tool. It's just the problem with it is overcoming those with kind of narrow minds and showing and trying to explain to them how it's good. And also another constraint is your computer power. I mean, you got to have a decent sized computer for this to run effectively without it lagging. I mean, I don't lag that much because I build my own computers, so I build it. I actually built my computer specifically for this game. So, I do have lag on occasion, but I don't have that huge lag that some people have. But yeah, the game's called Second Life. And yeah, I mean, your possibilities are endless. And in that church I go to, they have their Sunday service on the game. I'm not a real, I don't go to church that often, but I just like going to this one. Here, I'll show you it here. I'm not saying I'm righteous or anything. I just, I see. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna sit there and preach to God or anything. Oh crap! There's somebody here. I hope they don't talk to me. But yeah, I mean, this, you can sit here in the podium right here, and I can pan out, and I'll show you. Get this thing out of the way. So yeah, I mean, this is basically a mock version of the real life church. This church happens to be in Fort Worth. Like I said, I'm not hardcore religious. I just go here on occasion. Because, as much as people don't want to, they don't want to realize it, but that what these people tell you can help you in real life. And it's not even about a religious perspective either. I mean, it could be like a life perspective. How does this relate to life? That kind of stuff. But that's the reason I go. I don't go there to think my sins are gonna be, taken away. That's not why I go at all. But, but yeah, so yeah, I thought I'd show you that.